Hello, everyone. This is Pastor Carl Brewer, and you are watching Metro Morning Manna. On yesterday, we talked about the law of God giving us what is the boundary to make sure we stay in bounds if we want to live in God's will. But every sports player knows just because you're in bounds doesn't mean that you're doing the right play or following the design that your coach has. And so today we want to zero in on how to make sure that we are following exactly as God leads. The text that we're going to look at is Galatians chapter 5, verse 13 through 15. You, my brothers and sisters, were called to be free, but do not use your freedom to indulge the flesh, but rather serve one another humbly in love. For the entire law is fulfilled in keeping this one command: love your neighbor as yourself. If you bite and devour each other, watch out, or you will be destroyed by each other. Here, Paul is reminding us that just because you avoid bad behavior and make sure you're not committing sexual immorality or other kinds of greed and misdeeds, doesn't mean that you're fulfilling God's will. If you want to follow the will of God, there's one law that God says sums up what all of it is about. In fact, the entire law can be summed up in 3 words: love your neighbor. In every action you do, in every thought you think, whatever you're doing, is it loving towards your neighbor? Is it looking out for their best interests? It might not necessarily be a bad action, but God is saying, if you really want to follow my will, everything you do ought to be done because you're showing love towards your neighbor. I challenge you to do that today. God bless you.